Good morning, my crafty peeps. All right, we're going to try this video. Apparently, all my videos that I do are kind of backwards. So you're looking at the book strangely as opposed to me looking at the book. So we're going to try it this time and we'll see how it works. This is a cute little sewing journal that I made. It has mostly sewing ephemera from various kits in here, or vintage sewing ephemera that I may or may not have had in my stash. This little baby measures, measures 6 by 4 3/4. She's a cute little thing. She's chunky. You know, all my books are always chunky. Lots of lace, lots of buttons. These beautiful flowers, which I'll showcase in a second, made from my beautiful friend Juana Hudson, and she is Latina Loves Lace. She has an Etsy shop. You got to check her out. And if you ask, she will make you flowers, you know, in the motif that you like. So there's that. All right, so we're going to take this. I always use this chiffon ribbon. I really like it. It's silk. It's not chiffon. It's silk. Like, I don't know. It's silk. Oh, God. Here's the cover of this little journal. It has a couple of these beautiful handmade flowers from my girlfriend, Juana. It's got a little Tim Holtz note pin that says romantic. A little gemstone right there. It says junk journal, a butterfly, some buttons. This is a dress form. And down at the bottom, some beautiful dangly trim. Now, some of the trims and the things that I've used in here are from Doreen's kit, her pearls and lace kit, I think it is. And she is Ooh La La Vintage Treasures. And oh my God, she does beautiful work. So anyway, so some of the things in here will be from there as well. These are just some resin flowers with some bling that I had in my stash. We're going to open it up. Inside pocket, we've got just some sewing ephemera. Hey, why are you stuck? Ooh. Oh, because it's a tuck spot. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. It's not a pocket. It's a tuck spot. And that is the little card that holds this card behind it. Oh my gosh. Here we go. We're off to the races, people. All right. This is from a Stamperia, an older Stamperia pad that I had. Some trim down the side. This is one of Doreen's little clips. I took just little bits and pieces and clipped it onto the trim. And on the next page, we just have some old coffee dyed vintage ephemera. Again, this paper is from the Stamperia collection. Over here, we have a book page with some vintage looking washi tape. It's not really vintage, but it looks vintage. We didn't do anything here on the back side of the book. This is some coffee dyed tracing paper. I love that crunchy sound. Oh my God. This is some vintage wallpaper that I had, and I stamped on some muslin. I got this stamp from my sweetie, Christina Hill and Patrick Hill. They have a shop on Etsy called Sublime Stamps. If you haven't checked them out, please do so. Their stamps are amazing, top quality. You will love them. And here's just a little bulldog clip with some lace on it. Over here we've got a coffee dyed glassine bag that holds some vintage ephemera in it. And it's got a butterfly, some cheesecloth, and I think that's out of one of Doreen's kits as well. This is just an old ledger paper. Here we have I think this is an envelope. Nope, just a piece of paper. Again, I stamped an image on some muslin and used it as a little tuck spot. That's a little sewing from, I think, My Porch Prints. I'm not positive. Um, a little tab at the top with a vintage glass button. On the back side here, we've got a pocket. I put a little tag or two in there. It's a little sewing machine. I can back up, don't I? Sewing machine with some lace trim. This is just some ledger paper. This paper, I believe, came from ITD. It's a collection that I love. I think it's from, I don't know where it's from. Who am I kidding? But there's some trim down the side, some little teeny blue trim that I've also put there along with some vintage buttons. And on the back, we've got a pocket that I stenciled on the paper, and it's got some vintage ephemera in there. Not all vintage. This is from My Porch Prints, I know for sure. And I think that might be also. So that's not really vintage then, is it? This is some, now this is some vintage trim that I got from Sacred Mementos, Patty Lang. She has a great, shop. It's not a shop. She sells on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and, she does a great job. She's got some stuff that you're not going to find anywhere else. These are some pearls, which I need to glue down a little bit better. Little safety pin and a piece of an applique. And over here we just have a little bit of simple collaging on that page. On the back we have just a little bit of a doily. Here is an envelope. I know that because here's a tag in it. And then I put a little pocket here with some vintage, or some, it's a vintage. This is just some sewing ephemera and some lace down at the bottom. On the back, I just glued a piece from My Porch Prints. Over here, we've got a little collage. This, I think, came from Peon Designs. Little stamping, a little Tim Holtz ticket, some vintage lace down at the bottom, along with a little bulb pin with a charm that says I love you. Can you see that? There we go. On the back side, we have nothing. Nothing. Over here, we've just got a piece of vintage sewing pattern paper. We've got another one of those tracing paper, coffee dyed. Here we've got just a little pocket. I made a tuck here. You can stick your ephemera behind it. I know that's sticky. Why is that sticky? We'll have to figure that out after. This is some plain old Scotch tape that's made to look old. You use some alcohol inks on some Scotch tape, and it makes it really vintage looking. I love it. Love it. Love it. Use it in everything. This has a pocket inside here, and it's just got some, it's got a little envelope there. Hello. A little piece from Doreen's kit in there. It just slides right back. Nope, we're not playing. This is just a piece that I created. I don't know from where. I don't know where I got it, but here is a doily that I used as a little tuck spot. It's got this cute little like sewing thing. More of that vintage looking paper, tape. Same thing over here, another vintage stamp that I got from Patrick and Christina. Over here we have a tuck spot. I made a little fabric cluster, and we took those things back in. A little washi tape there at the top. On the back side we've got some trim. This is from My Porch Prints, piece of ephemera. Put some bling there at the bottom. Very cute. Very cute. This is just a little tuck spot over here. And inside some vintage ephemera. We've got some trims down here. We've got a Tim Holtz. We've got a bulb pen with a Tim Holtz circle. What is this? It's a number 7. Okay. And then up here, just a little tab. This is the trim at the top of the tag. Copper bulldog clip. On the back, again, another My Porch Prints. Over here, I did another stamping on vellum, not vellum, on muslin. And inside is a little spool that I got from a paper collection that I don't remember. Up here, we've got a tiny tab. And down here, this says, what does it say? Strong. And we've got some washi tape over here. I'm a terrible videoer. Honest to God. Over here, we've got vintage trim that I got from Sacred Mementos. I put another little tiny trim that goes down the side, and this is from My Porch Prints, and it's tucked in there. Why does everything seem to be, like, really tucked? Did I get glue on it, or what? Thank goodness. There we go. It's not really tucked. Okay. Yeah, and then a button down at the very bottom. Over here, we've just got an image from Doreen, Ooh La La Vintage Treasures. I put Perfect Day there, some washi at the bottom, and a cute chiffon little bow right there at the top. Over here is a piece of vellum. This came from My Porch Prints, I believe. We've got some trim down here with a couple of bling pieces, a copper bulldog clip. On the back side, we've got just a couple pieces of ephemera held on by a very old paper clip. And this is the bulldog clip from the other side. Over here, we've got vellum. I just did sort of a cluster on this that says timeless. We've got some creepy cloth, some trim down the side. Over here, we just have a fabric cluster that I created. Put a little snap down at the bottom. On the back side, I did very little, just a little stenciling. Over here, we've got some chiffon that runs down the side. A couple of buttons. This is a vintage lady. I'm not sure where I got her. And then this holds some ephemera in there. It's kind of tucked under her arm. And then we've got a ruler looking thing and some hearts. Over here, we've got My Porch Prints just clipped on to a glassine bag. And this is the back of the glassine bag, and I did a what do you call it? Embossing folder on this this little little envelope thing. And I just stuck a little piece of ephemera that I had in my stash. And there's some pretty pink lace that my girlfriend, I think, gave me as well. This is a whole collage page. You can see it. It's paper. It's numbers. It's My Porch Prints. It's a tab. It's antique lace from Sacred Mementos. Creepy cloth. It's got it all. And on the back side, just a couple simple little prints from My Porch Prints. Over here, I used another doily as a pocket with some ephemera inside. On the back side, nothing. Over here, just a little Tim Holtz stenciling and a paper dolls. Some lace there. Inside, you've got some ephemera that I put in there. On the back side, you can sort of see through the envelope. You have some ephemera in there. I just put a ticket at the top along with a wedding applique that I think I got from Donna Little. Over here, we've got a bulldog clip holding a piece of vellum, as well as a little, journal. She's the front cover of the journal, and then you open it up, it's just a couple little pages for writing. And that was attached to this page, which is Tim Holtz tissue that I put some gel medium on and put it on the page. On the back side, it's nothing. Over here, we've got My Porch Print, a little bit of lace, a piece of paper doily, tab, and this says dress form, because it's a dress form. On the back side, we have nothing. Over here, we've got an envelope stuffed with some vintage ephemera. Actually, no, that's not vintage. That's all Doreen. Doreen from Ooh La La Vintage Treasures. And then here we've got a sewing machine and the word sewing there that I punched out. The next couple pages, nothing. Here we've got just a little bit of collage from My Porch Prints, some book page, some trim down at the bottom, and that says unique. And on the back side, we've just got the back of that ITD paper. This is the journal paper, yeah, old ledger paper, but it's not old. Made it look old. This is just a little pocket from Doreen, Ooh La La Vintage Treasures, My Porch Prints, and a little tab at the top. Little stamping here at the bottom. Here's that ledger paper again. Here we've got just some stenciling. This is one of Doreen's clips that I absolutely love, and I took some muslin and hand just did a running stitch on that page. On the back, it is the wallpaper, the vintage wallpaper. That crunchy, transparent, what is that called? Transparent paper? I don't know. And this is a book page. I did a little stamping on the front and on the back. And on this page, this is from Neri at DC Scrap and Rooster. I put a little booklet in there along with some tickets. Really, really cute. On the back here, we just put a butterfly with the word that says motivation. That's real pretty paper. That's that Stamperia. And then on the back here, we've got a pocket that I have to put something in. And this came from Doreen's kit, Ooh La La Vintage Treasures. And on the back, we have just some lace and some muslin. And on the side, I don't think I showed this. This was Doreen made this too with the little charm sewing machine on it. And it's just held on by a bulb pin. But there you go, ladies and gents. I'm going to post this little baby up for sale. She is going to be $40. And yeah, and I won't be around for too many days after this. I'll be up north with my bestie crafting. We have a 4-day crafting weekend. I can't wait. So, but I will post it on the Facebook groups now. All right, ladies, great. Thanks so much for watching and checking out my videos. And everybody have a safe and wonderful day.